this thing's over. Joe Biden is a disaster, and nobody's even listening to anything he's saying. So if you care a lot about politics, you're trying to focus on what he's saying, as we are obviously. And Trump keeps saying one crazy lunatic thing after another, right? But Biden has no ability to counter it. And the whole time the split screen is killing Biden. Because he's got his mouth open, he looks confused, doesn't know where he is. He's lost his train of thought at least twice in like disastrous shape. Those are gonna be played 1 billion times in viral video after viral video. This is an epic disaster. I see people online saying, well, okay, that answer wasn't so bad. No, it doesn't. Any particular answer doesn't matter at all. This thing is over. He looks like he's barely surviving. I don't mean the debate, I mean life. And so there's no person that has a single brain cell left in their head who thinks that Joe Biden is the best candidate to take on Donald Trump. You would have to be even crazier than Donald Trump to think that. This thing is over. I'll guarantee you this. I would bet show me a Democratic politician and I will bet them any amount of money that Joe Biden's going to lose this election if he's the candidate. It's a guaranteed loss. You're telling me this is the most important election of our lifetimes? You're telling me that democracy's on the line and you're gonna put on a guy who can't even talk, who can't even sit there and look normal. This thing's a bloodbath. He's gonna get annihilated. That is, okay, now the Democrats have to decide. Are they happy to lose? Are they willing to lose? Because this is a guaranteed loss.
This is so much worse than my worst nightmares of what it could be like in every way. The visual stuff is obvious. The staring off, the looking down, it looks terrible. His voice is so utterly weak and feeble. And honestly, like that immediately hits you when you see him, but what he says and what he doesn't say on the most important core issues of the election are even worse. Trump won on abortion in the debate. Trump comes out of the January 6th stuff looking fine. He comes out of the criminal conviction stuff looking fine. Joe Biden looks worse on democracy after that. He looks worse on criminality after that. He looks like the radical on abortion out of that. In no small part thanks to the fact that the questions are being chosen to protect Donald Trump. I think that the attacks against CNN, the attacks against Dana Bash and Jake Tapper accomplished their goal, which is now they're going out of their way not to ask anything that could seem to be biased. Joe Biden looks utterly unprepared. He can't score any points, even on the easiest possible topics. This is an unmitigated disaster and they have to pull him as a candidate.
So Trump says things like, and we've heard him say it before, and hence, you should be ready. When he says about lunatic things like post-abortion births, post-birth abortions, there is no such thing, right? When you're talking about Roe v. Wade, the most important issue of this election, arguably, that's when you've got to crush him and say, hey, listen, I'm tired of listening to the lunatics of ravings of a lunatic mind over here as he tells us that there is abortions after birth. There is no such thing. You're making it up, and I'm sick of your lies. You already took away abortion rights from women. You hate their freedom. You won't give them any rights. And now you're coming out here and lying to them and insulting their intelligence. I can go on and on for what he should have said, but he can't say any of those things because he's a mess. If you enjoyed this video, that's because of our members. They make us independent, they make us strong, and they make us honest. Become a member today by hitting the join button below.